grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike two. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, right fielder, Angelo Gutierrez.
1-1-1-1.
Softly down the line toward first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Mets are out on top, 5-4. Coming to the plate now, Dirk Eischen, and he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. Gonzalez, base runner at first with one out. Runner goes for second. Offered out and missed. Here's the throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal. The 0-2 home, fouled away. The next 0-2. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play. And
man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why this streak is going to end anytime soon. They're just playing great baseball.
7-4 the final finish today. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Michael Fulmer earns the win, his second. Felipe Castro was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Raisel Iglesias closes the door for the save, his 3rd of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Time now for baseball on the show. We're live at Nationals Park here in Washington, D.C. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. The Mets find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next.
Play ball. He's out.
Now at the plate, Dirk Eischen. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory.
Eischen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A solo shot here to left, number 22 on the year, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, it's not too surprising to see him go bridge here. 2 outs, base is empty. That's when you see a guy change their approach, and they just swing for the fences, trying to make...
Leading off the inning, William Key, and they'll need him to get something going here.
William Key.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
He's on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race.
Play ball. Out. Out.
Digging in, Dirk Eischen. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a...
3-3.
Stepping up to the plate, Dirk Eischen, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
He's set. Here it comes. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Robles going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall.
All right, stand up, stand up.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Looked like he broke into his home run trot a little early, and I can't blame him. He's already had 2, but this one just misses, and he'll settle for a double. Having a heck of a game, though.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is.
And the third baseman makes the play. That ends the inning. So it's no. Here's Mookie Betts. His career numbers against Manaea. He's 2 for 3.
Mookie Betts.
Hit out toward second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. The Mets lead this one 3-0. Dirk Eischen will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. He's set and the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Robles looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his third home run of the ball game, and the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake. Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them. So they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now. And they're making it look awfully easy, too.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Metropolitans jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sean Manaea takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Raisel Iglesias wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
And we're going to have a pinch hitter to start things out here in the top half of the inning.
Leading off for the Mets, the first baseman, Dirk Eichen.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Robert Gesellman enters to do the pitching. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
The victorious Washington Nationals.
Just blocks from the Capitol building, we welcome you to Nationals Park. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Stepping in, Dirk Eichen. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Trying to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shot.
Stepping in, Dirk Eichen.
The first baseman.
First offering on its way.
Eichen.
Popped him up. Keyboom is there. And he brings it in on the warning track. Ready for another chance. Dirk Eichen, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make it.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 25 for him on the year, and the Mets have come back to tie things at 3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run.
Victor
Robles digging in now.
Leading off for the
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough.
Digging in and looking for more. Dirk Eichen. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Robles is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And that'll bring up the outfielder Victor Robles.
Victor Robles.
On the ground at first. Eichen has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. This remains a 5-all. Dirk Eichen will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. New York brought their big bats to the park in this one, hammering 7 home runs. Alex Batista gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Ryan Stanek earns the save out of the bullpen, his third of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The California Coastal Layer sits overhead as we welcome you to baseball from historic Dodger Stadium. Tonight it's the first of 3 to start the new week between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's Dodger baseball, and it's next on the show. Clayton Kershaw, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Standing in, Dirk Eischen, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Dirk Eischen.
Here comes the first pitch. To short, hit hard. Castro is there. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch in. Next for the Dodgers, Matt Duffy, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday.
Duffy.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dirk Eischen. And here's an at-bat you don't want to miss. The pop is something to see, so it'll have to be dealt with carefully here. First pitch on its way. Hard hit at third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. There's 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn. So coming to the plate, Dirk Eischen. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Lifted in the air to center. Gonzalez on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Ramon Gonzalez. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Hit not all that hard out to second. Gonna be a tough play.
You know, D-Lo, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates.
Now batting, Dirk Eischen. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And this one bounds around against the wall. He pulls into third safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Yeah, it might only be a drop in the ocean, but every run helps when you're down this big. That triple gets them within 5 runs, so we'll see if they can keep chipping away here.
So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they can't even get one on the play as the squeeze works to perfection that time. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down.
Nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of a home crowd, seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Clayton Kershaw takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. Carlos Martinez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Get ready for Dodgers. Now to the plate, Dirk Eischen. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dirk Eischen.
First pitch of the at-bat. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games. Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and that is 27 for him on the year as the Mets are out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
So here now is the pitcher, Brock Stewart, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here now the 2-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Eischen camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2.
Great scoring opportunity missed right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So stepping in, Dirk Eischen. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we check out the rankings on this Mets ball club, you can see there he's currently leading the team in that department. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Schwarber.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped up. Bellinger is there, 1 away. Settling in now, Michael Conforto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Hit back up the middle. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. And next will be the Dodgers
Now
cleanup
batting,
hitter,
catcher,
Gary Sanchez.
Gary
He'll try to follow up the double in his last
Sanchez.
at-bat with another right here. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Brock
The
Stewart.
batter.
He's 0
The
for
pitcher.
1 thus far.
Ross Stewart.
To first, Eischen fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they go down without a whimper here. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Mets 4 and the Dodgers 3.
Ladies and
Dylan
gentlemen,
Floro, a
your
6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
Number 51.
So striding
Dylan
in, Dirk Eischen. He
Floro.
singled his last time up. First offering on its way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And now a pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. That strike 2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Parsons is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Ripped on the ground to first. Well, and he has some trouble with it, and a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the 3rd out. Dodgers down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toles.
Right fielder,
1 for 2. He
Andrew.
grounded out first time up and followed that with a late square, and this is popped up. Eischen is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Dirk Eischen will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch coming. Here it is. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd of the game. And it's now 6-3. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Dirk Eischen, already a pair of long balls on his line in this one, so we'll see what else he has in store here.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
Again, another foul ball. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is crushed into left field, and this one ain't coming back. This ball is gone. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game as they open it up to 8-3.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in one night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Next up for Los Angeles,
Now
Andrew
batting,
Tolles. He
the right
was
fielder,
retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Goal.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Matt Duffy. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 0-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
8-4 tonight. New York took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Michael Fulmer notches his 3rd win of the year. Brock Stewart was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Jerry's Familia hammers down the 5-out save, his 2nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets. 8 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 17 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 25 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, the Santa Ana winds are kicking, leaving us nothing but clear skies over Dodger Stadium in L.A. Today, it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Coming to the plate now, Dirk Eischen, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High pop-up. Castro calls for it. 2 gone. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10.
Next for the Mets, Dirk Eischen.
Number 1. Dirk Eischen.
First offering on its way. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Man, you smoked
Boy,
that
this guy is off to some kind of series, and he's one of the better road hitters in all of baseball.
Dan, some guys just have a knack for lighting it up on the road, getting that good night's sleep, and finding a way to get to the yard early and work on their craft.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kyle Schwarber. A base hit in his first trip. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To Frazier at the bag. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Welcome back as the Dodgers prepare for their 3rd turn batting in this one. And fans of the boys in blue have been treated to quite a bit of production from this lineup so far this year. They started the day leading the league in team batting average and talking with some of the players during batting practice.
Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Not what you expect from your three-hole hitter when the first two guys get on base. That's pretty deflating. But now we'll see if the cleanup guy can still pick up the runner at third.
Now at the plate, Dirk Eischen. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Hernandez is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Striding in once again, Harold Castro. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
And I'm sure as he strides to the plate right here, he's to have a little bit more confidence. But that's not his game. He's got to get back to what makes him successful. Put bat to baseball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dirk Eischen. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third.
1-1.
Try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. More ahead from Dodger Stadium right after this. Stepping up now, Dirk Eischen. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Dirk Eischen.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Hernandez going back to the track, to the wall, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, and even 30 home runs on the year, and they take a 7-5 lead. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll. Boy, I'll tell you, not all wins are created equal. There's something really satisfying about being down 5 runs and you band together to find a way to get that win. They've got a huge bounce in their step heading into their next game.
7-5 how today's comes to an end. New York came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Caleb Smith gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Ryan Stanek records the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors. They left 16 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.